Hey, good morning, everybody. Let me share my screen first. Okay, good morning. Yeah, thank you for joining the Nx Solution webinar today. Okay, and today I invite Mr. Buck from CCTV Thailand, our local partner in Thailand, to do the webinar to you guys. Okay, and as usual, in the beginning, I will introduce our company, software, the function of the software, the integrations, and especially I would like to say something about the security. Okay, we have some certification about the security. Okay, and then finally, I will introduce the VSAS, which is a leasing model of the license key. Okay, I'm not so sure, but hopefully this will help you in your market. Okay, so let's wait for a minute for more people getting. Okay, and yeah, you can see the if you have any question, there is a Q&A section. Okay, you can see a Q&A button, and then you can click the Q&A button, and then you can put your question there. Okay. Okay, so I think I can just start first since my part is I always say the same, right? So yeah, thank you for joining. So I would like to start my presentation, and as usual, I would like to introduce you. I use the NS client for the presentation. Okay, because NS client is actually a media player, which means you can snapshot your presentation as a picture, right? And you put it here and become a presentation tool, right? Okay, let's start. First of all, our company is a network optics, okay, and we are focused on making a nice VMS for the market because we realize that in this market, in surveillance CCTV market, the VMS is always so difficult to use, right? Not only for the end user, but for the SI, even for the distributor, they feel the software, the VMS is not easy to use. So they just use a little bit function, right? But actually we have a lot of function inside. So we make it easy so everybody can use it, okay? Without too much chaining, okay? So we start from 2010. So this year, 2020, is our 10-year anniversary, right? So 2 years ago, we started to make the Meta VMP, which means it's a it's like a developer tool for our technical partner to make their solution easily integrate into Nx Witness. Okay, so until now, we have a lot of partners, technical partners who use their software, use their function, work together with us. Okay, so this is our offices. Okay, and I am based in Taiwan, Taipei, and I take care of the APAC. Okay, and yeah, we have 90 people, but as the latest news, we have 98 people, almost 100, and you can see that almost our employees, they are doing developer or support. Okay, more than 80%, I think, doing developer and support. Okay, because we care about the users. And this is a briefly idea of our software. It's instantly usable, which means it's easy to install, right? Easy to download, easy to install, and easy to get the cameras into the software and easy to use, right? And the second is lightweight. It's lightweight because our software is small and low loading, and we do cross-platform. You can install our software on Windows Server, Ubuntu, which is a kind of a Linux, okay? And also we can install on the ARM, right? And like NVIDIA device, we can install on it as well. Okay, so that's why we are a certificate partner of NVIDIA. Okay, and it's instantable, which means you can put other software together with the NX, like a access control system, face recognition, right? License plate recognition, AI, something. Okay, so yeah, it's easy to use, right? So you don't need a so professional technical guy to support your customer, right? Easy. All right, so let's talk about the architecture. Although I say the software Nx Witness is easy, but that doesn't mean it's not powerful, right? So actually, if you see our architecture, it should be like this, right? It's too complicated. Right, so I would like to just share this for you. Basically, in a project, you have some cameras, right? And then you have a servers install the Nx Witness to become a Nx server, right? And if you have two more servers in the project, you can do Hive. You can do Hive, which means you can make the servers work together as a big system. Okay. And then we have a three kind of a client for you to like manage your server. The first one is web client. This is a light client, right? It's a light client, mostly for you to gather some information only. Okay. And we have a desktop client. It's an application, and you can use this client on Windows, Ubuntu, Mac OS. Okay. So you can do full function by the NX desktop client. Also, we have a mobile app, and the same. This is a live version, but the most popular or most common function you can do it with a mobile app. Okay, and also we have a cloud. We have cloud. This cloud so far is mostly for you to connect to your server. For example, uh, in your house, you set up an NX server, right? And when you are outside, you don't need to connect to your server by the IP address. Okay? If you link your server to our cloud, and then you can use your client to log into the cloud, and then you can get the cameras from your servers. Okay? Basically, you can get everything, not only the live view, but the playback, every event, or even do some management. Everything is fine, okay, by the cloud. So again, by our cloud, you don't need any IP address here, okay? Your client just log into the cloud, and then you can link to your server. So this is a good, like say, good tool for you to link to your server without IP address. Okay. And we do, as I say, cross-platform, right? For the browser, we are compatible with the most popular browsers, right? And for the client, the application client, you can install on Ubuntu, Windows, and Mac OS, right? And for the server, you can install on the Windows, Ubuntu, and the ARM. Okay, and of course the NVIDIA, right? And the mobile, yeah, Apple iOS and the Google Android. I think I have some question here. Let me take a look. May I know? Sorry, it's Andy. It's Andy. Andy from Taipei. Okay, I'm APAC channel manager. Thanks. Okay, next, let me introduce the Hive. Okay, I can say that Hive is the most like a key function, key structure in Nx Witness. With Hive, you can easily manage all your servers. Okay, for example, I have 6 servers here, right? And then I can do the Hive architecture to merge the 6 servers to each other to become a big system. Okay, so after you merge all, you can log into any server to get everything from this system. Okay, which means there is no single site for you to log in because every site is loginable for you. Okay, so for example, this is like a bank project, right? And this is in, let's say, Bangkok, right? This is in Chiang Mai, maybe. This is Chiang Rai. And when you merge everything to each other, you can log into the Bangkok to see all the cameras from the old Thailand. Okay. Also, you can get all the events from the whole Thailand. Okay. And for example, if this is not like a bank project, it's like a factory, right? This is on the first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, right? You merge everything, and then when the server at the first floor crash, the other server will take over the recording job for this server. Okay, in a minute. So if you have one server crash, another server will take over the recording job to help recording, right? And what if the second server fail as well? The third server will take over all for both of them. Okay, so the problem is if you have a, like say your customer doesn't allow any like downtime, right? The failover will like very helpful for you. Okay, and the main thing is you don't need to set up like say a specific server here to waiting for the failover, because all the working servers can be the failover servers. Okay, so this is not N+1, N+2 or something. Okay, so all the servers working in the system can do the failover for any server. Okay, and this is our hardware recommendation file for the NX server. For the NX server, basically we recommend you to put as a minimum, as a maximum 128 channel cameras. And the spec is Intel Core i3 with 16 GB memory. That's enough. Okay, that's enough. And for the Hive architecture, as I say, we can merge all the servers to each other to become a big system, right? So your project can be so big, right? Like more than 10,000, right? But as our testing result, we just test 10,000 camera, okay? We use 100 servers, and per server, we run as a 100 channel camera to make it a 10,000 channel system. And we make 1,000 users log in at the same time to test the performance. Okay, and everything is okay. Okay, so we will say that the system can be very big system, but what we have tested is 10,000 camera working at the same time, working well. Okay, and for the client, the recommendation is Intel Core i5 CPU with the 16 GB memory, and then a graphic card. The graphic card is mainly for not decoding, but doing something like a fisheye developing and something like a smart search, motion detection, something like that. Okay, so this is our recommendation for the client. Okay, and this is a report from IPVM. This is a US famous like online media, right? They make a research about the most famous VMS in the world on 2020. Yeah, and Nx Witness is in top 5. Yeah, so just share with you. Okay, so let's introduce some features. Let me see, is any problem, question? Yeah, thank you. Okay, first of all, I would like to share with you, our software is quite light, right? So easily for you to install, And the reason why we can make it small is because we don't use the third-party SQL database. And we don't use the third-party framework. Like say, if you know that, like a Microsoft .NET framework, the package is 300 or 400 megabyte already, right? It's too big, and we don't need that much, right? So we create our own framework. We create our own SQL database. Okay, so that's why we don't need any additional software in Nx Witness. We own it ourselves. Okay, so our software can be so small and very reliable. Okay, and the second thing I want to introduce is auto discovery. If you have experience install the Nx Witness in your server, you may found it when you install your software and you turn on NX client, and then you realize all camera in your network get in already, right? You don't need to do anything. The camera just automatically show on your NX client, like you add all camera already, right? The reason why is we have an auto discovery. Okay, so let me share with you. There's one time I visited Vietnam and I get in a hotel. Okay, this is a hotel. So when I get in the hotel, I check in, I get into my room, I turn on my laptop, I want to do some work. So I turn on the NX client, and I realize all camera in the hotel just get into my software. So that means they they put all the IP camera in the public network with the users, right? When you connect to their Wi-Fi, you can link to their camera. And the most funny is they didn't change their IP. They didn't change their password. So that's why when I turn on the NX Witness, I get them all. See, and it is the receptionist, and the outside the hotel. I don't know, the dining room, something, in the parking lot, right? So again, the auto discovery is awesome. It's awesome for your project. So some customer, when they go to their project, basically when they finish the installation of their IP camera, they just turn on the NX Witness and all camera just get it. It's very easy for you to deploy your project. Okay. And I would like to share with you about this kind of camera. This is like say wide angle or like a high resolution camera, right? For this kind of camera, sometimes it's kind of a waste for you to use to monitor like this, because okay, I use this camera, it's a high resolution, but my monitor is not high resolution, right? So it's somehow it's a little waste. So we have this function. Okay, this is a zoom window. Okay, for you to monitor some place dedicatedly, right? For example, I want to monitor the warehouse. I can use my I can scroll on my mouse, right, to zoom in to see something clear, right? And even the garbage can here, right? And I can do multiple, like one here, one here, one here, and one here. Okay, so it's kind of one camera, but multiple view for you. Okay, and the better thing is, if I want to, for example, I think this one. Okay, if I want to snapshot or export a video for just this car, it's doable. Okay, I don't need to snapshot the whole view or snapshot or export the whole video. I want to just focus here. It's doable. You just click here and export a video. You can get the small view video from this one. Okay. Okay, so next is about our smart search. Okay, basically we have a smart search icon on the view, and it's easy for you to search what you want to see. For example, I click on the smart search, I draw on the door, and you can see some red line on the timeline, right? The red line on the green timeline. That means on that timing, there is someone getting to the door, someone leave from the room. Okay, and Nx Witness will show you one by one. So you don't need to click by yourself. Nx Witness will show you one by one, by one, by one. Someone get in, someone leave, someone get in, someone leave, right? So this is easier for you to find the motion, Okay. All right, so next one is a soft trigger. In Nx Witness, we can easily call out the API or get the API. Okay, so which means by the API, you can easily click on a button to turn on the light remotely, right? Like if I am in Thailand, I still can turn on the light, turn on the Taipei office light, right? Turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off, right? It's very simple. Your light just connect to the IP camera, right? So we can control the IP camera to turn on the light, turn on the light, and even open the gate, close the gate, right? So some customer, they can use this for some remote control. For example, we have a project. I think I will make it as a reference project, but now I just tell you about the detail about the project, right? We have a customer. They manage like a 50 parking lots, and before they need to send people to the parking lot to sit there for 24 hours, right? If someone got problem, for example, I lost my car. So I cannot get in the parking lot, or the LPR to recognize my car number, but it's wrong, and I cannot drive in, right? So the guy there, the security guy there, will check. Okay, this car number. Let me check. Okay, you are our customer. Okay, I will open the gate for you. But now they don't send the people to those parking lots. Okay, they just hire someone in the center, in the call center, right? So if someone, the customer, drive the car to the parking lot but cannot get in, there is a emergency button, urgent button, right? The customer just push the urgent button, and in the command center, the video will pop up, right? So the guy in the command center can talk with the customer. Hey, sir, any problem? And maybe the customer will say, hey, I am the customer here, but I cannot get in. The LPR is no good, so I cannot get in. So the security guy in the center can check. Oh, okay, I see your car number. Let me check the document, right? And they say, sorry, sir. you are our customer. I will open the gate for you. So remotely open the gate and the customer can get it, right? So it's very convenient to do this kind of a remote measurement, remote control. Okay. And then I will introduce the fisheye. Okay. So in the fisheye, with the fisheye camera in Nx Witness, you can actually do the DWAP, right? So briefly, you can make the fisheye to become like this for your better view, right? You can go anywhere you want. But in Nx Witness, we still record this one, okay? And you can just, I want to see here. Maybe I want to see there, okay? Even I see here, Nx Witness still record the fisheye. So you don't need to worry about, oh, the view is gone. I don't record the view, right? Okay, so this is a fisheye developing. So for the fisheye developing, some people will use it as a tool, like you know, the PTZ tool. Okay, you click on the tool, the view will go here and wait for some second and come here, wait for some second and come here, wait for some second. Right. Some people will use the speedon, the very big camera, to do this, right? But the problem is, if you use speedon to do this, you may make your speedon broken very soon, right? Because in your PTZ camera, there is an engine, there is a belt. You cannot make it like a running 24 hours, right? So if you use the fisheye, it's a digital PTZ, right? So you will not make the belt broken, you will make the engine broken. So it's better for you to use a fisheye to do the, let's say, tour or patrolling. Okay. And the better thing is when you do the PTZ like this, PTZ tour, because we always record a fisheye, right? So you will not get a problem like move to here and the rest didn't record. Just like what I say in the fisheye, right? Okay. Even I say that fisheye sometimes can do better with than the PTZ, but some people still like to use the speedon because the zoom, the optical zoom is good, right? 20 times or something. So for the PTZ, we make it better use for the customer. Okay. Basically, for the PTZ camera, you just need to click somewhere and we can move to that point for you. Okay, click somewhere, click somewhere. Easier for the user to control, right? Or you can draw somewhere, we can move there and then zoom in for you. And then double click, zoom out. Again, draw an area, we can zoom in there for you. And double click, you can zoom out. Okay, this is a better user experience for the users who like to use the PTZ camera. Okay. So next topic, I would like to explain with you about the security thing. Okay. So first of all, we encrypt all the connection and even the video. Okay. All the login, all the event, all the message transfer, we always encrypt it. So if some hacker get a package from the internet, from the networking, they cannot like return it back to the real data. Okay, even video, even we can do on the video. Okay, and other than that, if you encounter something like you know, someone take a cell phone, take a picture or record video to share with someone else, now we have this kind of function to show the users like a username or like the user ID something. to show that on the screen. For example, I'm Andy, right? And I'm working today. I see something interesting. I want to snapshot and share to my friends, right? But I will not do that because my name is here, Andy, 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 right? So this is a good way for your system to be protected by this way, overlay the like username or user ID, right? So some smart city project, bank project, they like it. They like it. It's a good way for them to, to avoid this kind of a situation. Okay, do you support the following features? PTZ hands-off. What do you mean hands-off? Hands-off. Auto PTZ checking instant reply. Next 10 seconds. Think replay. Can you explain more about the hands-off? And for the auto PTZ checking, if the camera support that, yeah, you can show that in the Nx Witness. But we don't do our own checking, which means close camera checking. Yeah, we don't do that because that is related with the camera brand, right? We are doing the software. We cannot link multiple PTZ camera to do the PTZ checking. Okay. So yeah, can you explain about this first? And I continue for some other functions, okay? I would like to finish the security part first. Okay, so we have OD trail in the software too, right? Basically, any users from the IP, which IP address, from what time, and doing what thing, we always record here, okay? So basically, you can search, like, I want to know Andy, did Andy export a video, right? You can get it. Okay, Andy from this IP address on this timing, he export a video. So you can click play here, and the Nx Witness will show you which video did Andy export. Okay, this is a good way for you to audit. Did someone export a video? Did someone snapshot? Something like that. Okay. And the last thing of security thing is this one. This is like a security report company. This kind of a company, they can check your software and they show you your weakness point, right? And this company is famous in America. Okay, so we pass the certificate. We get the level 2 certification. Okay, the level 2 is actually the best is the level 3, right? We get the level 2, but actually you can see that the level 2 is already a bank level security, which means if you do something like online payment, like a PayPal, right, or online bank, you need to pass level 2. Okay, so you can basically say that Nx Witness is a bank level security solution. Okay, and for the they have another standard, right? We passed the grade A, which is excellent. Okay, so we are the best security level VMS software in their standard. Okay. This report is confidential, but I think it's okay to share with you here. But if in your project you need this kind of a document, please contact me. Okay, maybe we can sign some NDA, and then you can share this one to your like customer, right? To clarify that the security of Nx Witness is really high. Okay. Okay, next. Next is about the health monitor. Okay, in Nx Witness, we have this kind of a health monitor chart for you to know, okay, my CPU loading, my memory, my C drive, my D drive, and the networking card, right? And this is good for a big project. For example, this is a Korea project, Korea Smart City. They have 60 servers. And of course, the 60 servers, they cannot know the status of all, right? So they do this. They can monitor each server and the health of each server here easily. Okay. So this is a good way for you to monitor, let's say, too many servers, right? And yeah, this is a Korea Incheon City, I think. Incheon Smart City. Okay. And the next, this is a new function from our 4.1 version. Now we have a very detailed dashboard for you on the web client. Okay, just as I say, the web client is mostly focused on some information. So if you log into your web client, you can see something like a dashboard here, right? And it's very detailed. It's very detailed. Like I have 2 servers, and this server uptime is 1 day, blah blah something. The CPU loading is 23%, right? And only 5% is using by the VMS, right? The rest is using by like another software or something, right? And the memory, and even we can show you the decoding speed. How many megapixel we decode now? How many megapixel we encode now, right? It's a really detailed report for you. Okay. So if you have interest in this, you can try it on your web client to see some detailed information from your servers, from your camera, storage, networking. And of course, you need to upgrade to our 4.1 first. Okay. And then I would like to show you some like a video wall, right? In Nx Witness, you can do video wall easily like this. You don't need to buy some like an expensive server or some professional matrix server. No, just a normal PC with some graphic card. You can do like this, right? For example, this one, they use like a 2 PC, I think. 1 PC here and 2 VGA card connect 6 monitor, and another PC here connect 6 monitor. And in Nx Witness, you can merge the monitor to become a big one, right? And you just sit down on your seat. You can like you can push 9 camera here, push 9 camera here, push 1 camera for the big monitor here, something like that, right? You don't need to control the PC here. You use your client. You can change the layout, whatever you want. Okay, this is a Chiang Mai project, and this is a phase 1, and they have a phase 2. And this is Samui Island City Sevens project. I think that Mr. Bob will share with you about this more detail, okay? Like this. And I would like to share with you about this. This is the recording schedule, right? You can make a plan, like the working time, I want to do full recording, and the rest time, I want to do like a motion recording, right? And especially, I would like to introduce this one. This is a motion plus low resolution, which means if you use this one, we will do full recording for the low resolution. And when some motion happen, we record a high resolution. Okay, for example, you know, in Chiang Mai, maybe some place is not many people, right? And you have an ATM there. Maybe one day just 10 people go to use the ATM, right? But if you do the full recording, you waste your storage, right? So you can use this one. Always record low resolution. When people come, we record high resolution. Okay, this one can save your storage so much. Okay, and yeah, we support AD and LDAP. If you have the account database in AD or the account database in LDAP, we can support that. We can get the account from that database. You don't need to create the account again. For example, in Vietnam, we have a customer. They have 6,000 users in their database, and they don't want to create 6,000 users in Nx Witness, right? So we can use this one to get the account from their database. Easier. Okay. And for our software, basically, Nx Witness is a health-free software. Okay, which means you can download the software, install the software, and add camera to see the live view for free. Totally for free. Okay, and we charge only for the recording license. Okay, if you want to record 2 camera, and then you buy 2 channel license key, right? So in some company, they want to monitor their company. So maybe they install 10 cameras, but they just want to record the front door. Okay, so they just need to buy 1 channel to record the front door. All the rest is for free for live view. Okay, so for some customer, they have maybe high vision, 大华, NVR, right? But they have too many NVR, and they don't want to buy 大华 CMS. They can use Nx Witness and then to get a stream and to see them together. Okay, for free, right? And maybe later they think, okay, Nx Witness is good. I want to buy the recording license. They will buy it. Okay. So if you want to replace the camera, like one camera failed, you want to put a new camera for free. You don't need to register from us. You just replay it and run it, right? All the clients for free. And about the cloud I just mentioned, the cloud is for free. All the SDK API is for free. And all the upgrade is for free. Maybe like next year, we will have a new version, right? You can upgrade yourself for free. You don't need to ask us, hey, I want to upgrade, how much I should pay? No, for free. And this is a leasing model. I will explain this one later. Okay. And this is a new function from our 4.1 as well. You can now do the push notification to your cell phone. Okay. For example, I'm a security guy, but I'm not always in the room, right? Sometimes I go to the toilet, I go for lunch, but I still want to get the alarm, right? So you can now set up an alarm, and then when something happens, you can get the alarm message on your cell phone. Okay. Wait a minute, let me see where is it. Okay, like this. When something happens, you can get an alert on your cell phone, right? And when you click on the alert on your cell phone, you can get the playback. Okay, our app will show you the playback on about this alert. Okay, so it's good for some case. Okay, and in Nx Client, as I say, it's a media player, right? So basically, you can put a video, you can put the audio, put a picture, and also you can put a web page here, right? So like this, I put a YouTube here. So basically, we have a lot of webinar and some integration with partners. You can search network Optix, and you can get all video here. Okay, even some function, like show you some function. You can get it here. Okay. Okay, so let's jump to the integrations. Basically, we have a lot of integration partner, right? And I would like to show you some basic one, okay? Like access control system. So basically, if you have a card reader, and the card reader can send out an API, right? You can do something like this one. You scan your finger, and the car machine will send the information to NX, right? Like the ID and the username, right? Or put on your car, the ID, the username, or something like alarm car. Like Andy cannot go to the scan floor, but I try, right? The security guy will pop up and get an alarm. So the security guy will check, oh, what happened here, right? And the information can be searched, right? You can search, like, I want to search Sean. When did Sean get into the office? And click, okay, this is Sean, right? And you can search like Andy, right? And double click to see when did Andy get into the company, to audit the attendant, right? And also, face recognition is popular now, right? So basically, we do some integration with some face recognition partner. So this is the more deep integration. So our system will just show the information directly on the live view for you, right? Okay, this is Andy, the age, gender, something like that. Okay, and of course the same. Everything can be searched. Like I want to search Sean, and double click, we can get a playback of a Sean face, right? Or you can type like, I want to search male, right? And yeah, double click. By the way, this is Mr. Ba. You can get the playback, right? And you can even type like male happiness, multiple keyword, right? So you can see everybody with a smile, right? And double click, get a playback. Okay. And I will do it faster on the LPR, right? Basically, the LPR system gets the car number and then send to the NX. Done. The integration is done, right? So you can do something like, I search my car number, right? You type your car number and then click on it. Okay, we show you your car. Okay, this is LPR integration. And also we have a partner doing like this. This is container ID recognition, right? You know, all the container, they have their own ID, right? Our partner can recognize the ID and then the same, show on the Nx Witness. You can search on the Nx Witness, search the container ID to get the container. Where is my container? Okay. And there's something like intrusion. This is so popular now because before, when you do the intrusion, you will use the infrared machine, right? And now they use the AI. Okay, they use the AI. So basically, the AI will recognize the item, the object. This is a human being or not. If this is a person, and then try to cross the border. Okay, alert. Okay, if this is not a person, it's just a cat, a dog walking on the wall. Okay, there's no alert. Okay, this is more popular now because people would like to have a reliable intrusion solution, right? Okay, and something like a people counting, because now it's an AI everywhere, right? So you can see that even the video quality is so bad like this, we still can recognize everything, right? And the vehicle recognition, right? To counting the vehicle, like, oh, this is a motorbike, car, bus. How many motorbike turn right? How many motorbike go straight? How many car turn left? Something like that. To do something like a smart traffic, right? And then some behavior recognition, like put something, leave something here, alert, fire, alert, right? And the cross line, alert, you cannot come here, but you come here, right? Fall down, alert, and the fighting, right? Someone fighting there, alert, or thief, you take this away, alert, right? And the smoke, alert, right? And we can even do this kind of a solution. It's an object search. We have a small search on our own, right? And we have a partner doing object detection. So basically, you can do something like this. Let me show you. Okay, you can search what kind of object you want to search, right? And if you choose backpack, we show you all the backpack here. And when you double click, we show you that playback, right? So you can do umbrella, right? And maybe you can do license plate, and do something like a plant, right? The tree plant, right? So even you can do something more, like this one I would like to show you. Like you can search the different kind of a car, right? Birds. Okay, we show you some birds here. Double click, you can see the playback, right? Or you can see like I want to search person, right? But so many person here, so I can type pink. I want to search pink person and double click. Okay, we show you the pink person, right? And you can see more. Okay, I want this pink person. Double click. We display for you pink person, right? So let's say idea, you can just type something like a white BMW. Okay, so all the white BMW, we show you here, double click, see playback. This is the white BMW. And maybe red Mazda, right? And the double click to get the red Mazda, right? And you can even search like I don't know how to say this one. It's a racing car, right? You can type the name of racing car, double click, get a racing car. It's cool. Okay, so I would like to say that this is more smart on the search with our third-party customer. Okay, and also they have a that's gun detection, right? When you show your gun and the other something like that, right? The short gun, big gun can be too. And in the future, we are now developing this one. We want to make our UI better. We want to make our UI more suitable for our third-party partners. So in the future, you can see like this. We work together with our third-party partner. You can search the color just by click, right? I want to click the red color car, right? And maybe I want to search the SUV, right? And even the speed. I want to search the car, the speed between 37 to 90. Everything is doable in the future on NX UI. Okay, so the total solution will be more flexible for you, will be more smooth for you to do any operation. Okay, and so far we have some in-camera analytics supported by our software. Okay, by this kind of integration, you can see something like that. You can draw the detection box in Nx Witness. You don't need to go back to the camera side. Okay, and all the recognition result will just directly show on the live view like this. Okay, so it's more useful for you to use some smart camera, right? Like right now we support Bosch, we support VivoTech, and Hanwha Green, I think, and Haivision, Dahua, something popular. We support them as well. Okay, and we are now doing for assets as well. Okay, so if you have like a smart camera, it can be done the working together with the Nx Witness. Okay, so I would like to jump to the visas for you, and before that, let me check the questions here. Please throw more light on failover software component. Do you support for all the components? Yes, for the failover, basically, we don't separate the measurement server and the recording server or the client server. We don't separate that. The only thing we have is NX server. Okay, so let's get back to the architecture here. So for example, this one, we have 6 servers, right? I believe you have used the other VMS before, right? So for this kind of a project, they will have a management server here, right? They need to have a management server, and then all the users connect to the management server to get a view from the recording server, right? But we put the management server into every Nx server. So means every Nx server is the management server. So our failover is basically included the recording job and the management job and like a mobile server job, everything, and then like event engine job, right? So because we put everything in one server, so the failover will include all the roles, right? So you don't need to worry about, okay, how about the failover of my management server? You don't need to worry about that because management server already in a next server. Okay. So I don't know how to say it. This is not n plus one, not n plus n. It's kind of whatever happened, the failover working, right? For example, this one crash. This one will take over the job, right? And something special here. For example, Andy locate here. Andy log into this server, right? And when this server crash, this camera will move to another server, right? And how about Andy? The system will redirect Andy to another server. Okay, so Andy will not notice that, hey, the server is crashed. Andy will just notice that the camera just disconnect for a while and then it's get back, right? Because Andy will be redirected to another server to keep viewing everything. Okay, so this is what we do for the failover. Okay, I believe you have a more question about that. Maybe can you send me an email later? I will show my email later, and then we can discuss about this one. Okay, for more detail about the failover, right? Okay, so on the search of a different type of vehicle, which partner is offering this? I will send you an email about this one, right? This is our partner, Touch Cloud from Taiwan. They can do that to recognize different type of vehicle, and even to do like what kind of like how many motorbike turn right, how many motorbike go straight, the counting. Okay, let me snapshot and then I will send you an email about this. And yeah, do you have camera active, inactive status indicate the system? Yeah, basically, if you want to see the camera is active or inactive, you can see the source tree here, right? Like this one, this is inactive, right? And this one is active. Okay, so basically you can see the status here on the source resource tree. Okay. Okay, any other question? Let me check. Can detect U-turn. U-turn, it should be from our LPR partner. Okay, for that LPR partner, let me check here. Layout integration. This one, this LPR partner, they don't just do the license plate recognition. They do like a red line running, U-turn, wrong direction, and the illegal parking. Like you park your car more than 2 minutes on that place, okay, you get alert. Okay, so basically it's kind of a traffic solution, not just LPR. Okay, so I would like to share with you about the visas. Okay, I think I talked too much today. Okay, it's very quick. For some customer, we offering this kind of a listing business. Okay. This kind of a listing business is mostly for like a telecom, security company, or business intelligence company, right? Who they have already existing customer. Okay, because we do this kind of service, we charge for 3 type of a fee. The first one is a customization fee. Just for example, I am an ISP. I'm a telecom company like ND Telecom, right? I leasing the bandwidth to the end users already, right? So I have a lot of a customer already. Now I want to do more business like a surveillance, right? So I can do this one with the Nx Witness, right? I can get the OEM version from no Optix. I can like rent the software and then re-rent to the customer. Okay, so basically we charge for the customization fee because we will offer ND Telecom a software by their name, ND VMS, something like that, right? And this is every year we charge for it. Okay, and the monthly service fee, like every month we need to do some maintenance of the license key, right? So we will charge monthly service fee for ND Telecom, and this one include some license key inside. For example, maybe 1,000 inside, right? We charge the monthly service fee, and you can listen 1,000 channel to the customer, right? But if your customer is more than 1,000 channel, we charge the usage fee. For example, you are doing like a 2,000 channel, okay? So you pay us the monthly service fee, and this one include 1,000 already. And there are more 1,000, right? We charge the 1,000 usage fee. Okay, so this is why I say that we do this kind of a service or package dedicatedly for like a telecom company or like a security company, right? They have an existing customer already. Okay, so what will we do is we will offer them the OEM version. Okay, they have their own web page, their own mobile, their own cloud patch, their own software patch. Okay, with their branding. And the monthly service fee, we support them, the technical support, right? And the license change support. So we charge for that. And this one include some license key inside, probably 1,000, right? And more than 1,000 channel, we charge the usage fee, right? So for you, I know you are not a telecom company, you are not a security company, right? But if you have a contact with a telecom company or security company, basically you will offer them the total package, right? Probably maybe you will offer them, you will leasing them the hardware server, leasing them the camera, and help them to do the cabling, everything, right? And then now you have a software to offer them, right? So the business model will be like you leasing from us, and then you listen to them, but you need to support them, of course, right? So there are some example like this one. This is a Cook Security Group. This is a famous security company in US, right? So you can see that their solution, Pico VMS, is from us. So they have a customer already. They just listing the software from us and then listing to the customer. Okay. And also, if you are doing business intelligence, this is a Japanese company, AWL. They have their own smart like a smart retail solution, right? But they don't have a VMS. So they listing our VMS installed to their small PC, right? And they offer the total package to the customer, become a smart retail, right? And also in Australia, there is a company, Black Box. Sorry, this one cannot show it here. Black Box, they are doing like some construction site. There is no 3G, there is no 4G, right? So they should use our cloud solution. So they list our software and then to listing to the customer who doing the construction. Okay. So yeah, this is my part and this is my email. So if you have any more detailed question, you can send me an email and we can discuss later, right? And because I take too much time, I would like to hand over to Mr. Bob to introduce some nice reference in Thailand and also some information in Thailand. Okay. Sorry, last question. Tell us about your few UPS compared to. Okay. Uh, okay. Sir, I think I will send you some document about this one. Okay, you mean some comparison with the other software, right? I will send you separately by email. Okay, and Bob, the detail of NS cloud service fee. Basically, so far our cloud is for free. Our cloud now is for free, but this is only for the connection, only for the connection. Okay, and yeah, we are trying to do the cloud recording, but it's not yet happened. So far we just do the cloud connection. It's for free. Okay. Okay. So let me stop the presentation and let me hand over to Mr. Bot. Wait a minute. Make a host. Yes. Okay, Bot. You can share your screen now. Yeah, and Mr. Bob will speak in Thai language, so for your better understanding. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Andy. สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีผู้ร่วมสัมมนาเว็บมินาทุกคนนะครับสำหรับวันนี้นะครับผมในนามของบริษัท CCTV ประเทศไทยนะครับซึ่งเป็นตัวแทนจำหน่ายหลักของซอฟต์แวร์ Nx Witness VMS นะครับวันนี้ผมจะมาแนะนำบริษัทคร่าวๆนะครับบริษัท CCTV ประเทศไทยนะครับก่อตั้งเมื่อปี 2008 นะครับเรามุ่งเน้นนะครับในมุ่งมั่นในการพัฒนานะครับนำพาสู่เทคโนโลยีเราจะเน้นหนักในเรื่องของSmart City และ IoT นะครับเราจะนำอุปกรณ์หรือโซลูชันต่างๆเนี่ยมาร่วมจอยกันโดยเรามุ่งเน้นนะครับในส่วนของการทำระบบที่เป็นระบบบูรณาการนะครับในส่วนของบริษัท CCTV เองเราได้รับรางวัลนะครับการันตีนะครับว่าบริษัทเรามีมาตรฐานในเรื่องของมาตรฐาน ISO นะครับมีทีมงานที่พร้อมจะสนับสนุนและให้บริการทุกท่านนะครับได้รับรางวัล SME ดีเด่นนะครับมีรางวัลในเรื่องของยอดขายดีเด่นของบอสนะครับ Honeywell นะครับซึ่งบริษัท CCTV Thailand นะครับเราเป็นตัวแทนจำหน่ายหลักในส่วนของพันธมิตรกับผลิตภัณฑ์บอสนะครับHoneywell และ Nx Witness นะครับและในปีนี้นะครับก็จะมีโปรดักต์อีกตัวหนึ่งที่เป็นโปรดักต์ของ Philips นะครับที่เรานำมาทำตลาดด้วยนะครับอย่างที่แจ้งไปครับว่าเราทำในเรื่องของ Smart City นะครับเราจะเน้นไปในทางของการพัฒนาเมืองโดยใช้โซลูชันของระบบ Security เป็นหลักนะครับโดยเราจะมุ่งเน้นใน7ด้านของ Smart City ก็จะมีในเรื่องของการสัญจรอัจฉริยะสิ่งแวดล้อมอัจฉริยะเศรษฐกิจอัจฉริยะพลเมืองอัจฉริยะการปกครองอัจฉริยะการดำรงชีวิตและในเรื่องของการ ดูพลังงานดูประสิทธิภาพของอากาศดูเรื่องของน้ำต่างๆนะครับการสัญจรอัจฉริยะก็วิเคราะห์ในเรื่องของป้ายทะเบียน license plate ตรวจจับในเรื่องของการผ่าไฟแดงนะครับในเรื่องของลดอุบัติเหตุทางท้องถนนต่างๆนะครับเป็นต้นนะครับสำหรับโครงการที่ผ่านมาที่บริษัท CCTV ได้มีโอกาสได้ทำนะครับในส่วนของในประเทศไทยนะครับก็จะมีโครงการปรับปรุงประสิทธิภาพการรักษาความปลอดภัยของเกาะสมุยนะครับโครงการการติดตั้งกล้องโทรทัศน์วงจรปิดในเขตเทศบาลนครสุราษฎร์นะครับโครงการปฏิรูปงานกองบัญชาการตำรวจสันติบาลนะครับโครงการพัฒนาแพลตฟอร์มกล้องโทรทัศน์วงจรปิดในจังหวัดเชียงใหม่นะครับและโครงการติดตั้งกล้องโทรทัศน์วงจรปิดของจังหวัดสมุทรปราการนะครับอันนี้เป็นส่วนหนึ่งของโครงการนะครับทีนี้ผมจะมาแนะนำในส่วนของ case study นะครับของเกาะสมุยนะครับอย่างที่ทุกท่านบางท่านอาจจะทราบอยู่แล้วนะครับว่าเกาะสมุยนะครับเราทำโครงการนี้แล้วก็ใช้ตัวซอฟต์แวร์ Nx Witness นะครับโดยมีกล้องอยู่ 1,024 กล้องนะครับมี Command Center อยู่หนึ่งที่นะครับโดยหลักเนี่ยจะใช้ซอฟต์แวร์ Nx เวอร์ชัน 4.1 นะครับอินทิเกรตร่วมกับกล้อง VivoTech นะครับโดยใช้ Analytics บนหัวกล้องนะครับมาใช้ร่วมกับ Nx นะครับแล้วก็ยังมีในส่วนของฟังก์ชัน LPR และ Face Recognition นะครับมี LPR 10 จุดแล้วก็มี Face 10 จุดแล้วก็มีโซลูชันของ Smart Lighting นะครับซึ่งเรามาควบคุมตัวระบบไฟนะครับตัวระบบไฟโดยผ่านตัว Center NX นะครับในส่วนของบริษัท CCTV เองนะครับเราก็มีการจอยกับพาร์ทเนอร์นะครับในประเทศไทยนะครับซึ่งเราพัฒนาร่วมกันโดยใช้ฟังก์ชันของซอฟต์แวร์ License Plate นะครับแล้วก็มาใช้ในส่วนของ NX Meta นะครับ NX Meta เรามาจอยด้วยกับการอ่านป้ายทะเบียนนะครับแล้วก็ส่งข้อมูลนะครับเข้ามาสู่ Nx Meta VMP นะครับได้ทั้งในเวลากลางวันและในเวลากลางคืนนะครับในเวลากลางคืนก็สามารถที่จะอ่านป้ายทะเบียนได้นะครับแล้วก็ส่งข้อมูลเข้ามาสู่ไทม์ไลน์ Nx เพื่อในการค้นหานะครับดูภาพย้อนหลังนะครับได้ผ่านซอฟต์แวร์ VMSเคสต่อมานะครับก็จะเป็นเคสของสุราษฎร์ Smart City นะครับเคสนี้เราก็จะมีฟังก์ชันในส่วนของ TV Wall นะครับโดยใช้โซลูชันของ NX เราก็จะมีเครื่อง PC นะครับอยู่5เครื่องนะครับอยู่5เครื่องด้วยกันโดยทั้ง5เครื่องนะครับเราออกแบบโดยการที่จะใส่การ์ดจอนะครับใส่การ์ดจอที่ออกตามจำนวนจอที่เราต้องการนะครับอย่างตัวที่1เนี่ยก็ออก1จอ4จอโทษทีนะครับ4จอนะครับอย่าง2ตัวนี้นะครับก็ออก4จอบนนะครับเราใช้ตัวซอฟต์แวร์ Nx Witness เวอร์ชัน 4.1 นะครับแล้วก็ใช้กล้อง BOSS เราใช้ฟังก์ชัน Analytics จาก BOSS นะครับมาวิเคราะห์แล้วก็มีซอฟต์แวร์License Plate นะครับอีกทั้งเรายังส่งตัวภาพนะครับที่อยู่ในระบบ VMS เนี่ยส่งออกไปที่แอปพลิเคชันสุราษฎร์ Smart Touch นะครับเพื่อให้ประชาชนนะครับสามารถดูภาพได้อย่างเรียลไทม์นะครับในกรณีที่เป็นเมืองนะครับประชาชนต้องการดูว่าสภาพการจราจรณจุดนี้เป็นยังไงนะครับก็สามารถดูได้นะครับทางหน่วยงานเทศบาลได้ส่งภาพออกไปนะครับโดยส่งจากตัวซอฟต์แวร์ VMS นะครับออกสู่ระบบภายนอกนะครับแล้วก็มีเชียงใหม่นะครับอบจ.เชียงใหม่นะครับมี 1,300 กล้องนะครับมีตำรวจภูธรภาค5นะครับมี226กล้องนะครับอันนี้ก็ใช้ในส่วนของCommand Center นะครับ Video Wall ตลาดไทยนะครับมีใช้ในส่วนของกล้องPanoramic นะครับนิสคากรุ๊ปนะครับก็มีการจอยร่วมกับซิสเต็มเดิมนะครับระบบเดิมของทาง ของทางหน่วยงานนะครับมีสำนักงานพระพุทธศาสนาแห่งชาตินะครับก็มีจอยเรื่องของ License Page นะครับมีจิต้านะครับมีอยู่2สาขานะครับลิงก์รวมกันทำในเรื่องของ Failover แล้วก็ Command Center นะครับมีที่การไฟฟ้าฝ่ายผลิตนะครับโรงไฟฟ้าวังน้อยนะครับอันนี้ก็ใช้ในส่วนของ Smart Search นะครับ Video Wall แล้วก็ License Page นะครับท่าเรือสหไทยนะครับ75กล้องก็ใช้เป็นกล้องเดิมนะครับแล้วก็ไปรีเพสตัวซอฟต์แวร์นะครับ55กล้องอันนี้เป็นตัวโรงไฟฟ้านะครับอมตะบิกิมนะครับก็ไปจอยกับซิสเต็มเดิมของลูกค้านะครับก็มีตัวโครงการของการกระทรวงต่างประเทศนะครับมีฟังก์ชัน Smart Search Video Wall แล้วก็อินทิเกรตร่วมกับตัวกล้องพาโนรามิกนะครับตัวเคสโรงงานพอเกตนะครับก็จะมีในส่วนของฟังก์ชัน Smart Search Indicate ร่วมกับ Face Recognition นะครับแล้วก็ Asset Control นะครับร่วมด้วยในส่วนของ Face Recognition เราจะใช้ฟังก์ชันจากหัวกล้องนะครับจากหัวกล้องโดยพอมีใบหน้าเข้ามานะครับก็อ่านใบหน้าแล้วก็ตั้งกลุ่มไว้ถ้าอยู่ในกลุ่มที่ถูกต้องนะครับระบบก็จะเปิดประตูเราไปจอยกับ Asset Control ด้วยนะครับแล้วก็มีข้อมูลนะครับฝังลงในบุ๊กมาร์กนะครับสามารถเซิร์ชได้ครับว่าบุคคลคนนี้ที่เข้ามาตอนกี่โมงเดินมาจากเส้นทางไหนนะครับลักษณะนี้นะครับสำหรับในเดือนหน้านะครับทางบริษัท CCTV ประเทศไทยเราจะมีงานCCTV Symposium 2020นะครับจัดที่เดอะแกรนด์ฟอร์วินนะครับท่านใดสนใจนะครับสามารถสอบถามรายละเอียดได้จากทางเจ้าหน้าที่ฝ่ายขายที่ดูแลทุกท่านนะครับได้นะครับก็ในงานก็จะมีในส่วนของผลิตภัณฑ์ทางเจ้าของผลิตภัณฑ์แต่ละ Product นะครับมานำเสนอโซลูชันนะครับที่จะช่วยในเรื่องของการมองเห็นนะครับทิศทางการตลาดในปี 2021 นะครับสำหรับท่านใดที่ต้องการสอบถามข้อมูลเพิ่มเติมนะครับอยากจะสอบถามกับทางบริษัท CCTV นะครับสามารถติดต่อได้เลยนะครับที่อีเมล nx@cctv.co.th นะครับผมก็ขอจบการนำเสนอแต่เพียงเท่านี้ครับมีคำถามก็สามารถสอบถามได้ครับ
Okay, thank you, Bob. some nice reference. I just see it the first time. It's good. It's good. Yeah. So thank you for the webinar today. And if you have any question, you can let me know now by the Q&A or the chat box. Okay. Any questions? And also, if you need some information from us, both Nx side or CCTV Thailand side, yeah, you can just send us the email, okay? And we can discuss more, maybe some functions or integrations I cannot explain to you to detail, right? And Mr. Bob can explain to you by Thai language, right? So yeah, just share with us about your questions, and then we can reply you, right, by email or you can ask us now, right? Okay. Also, if no question, thank you for guys for joining us for the webinar today, right? And if you have any idea about the webinar, like in next time you want to see something special, or yeah, just let me know. We can get your idea, and then we can do some special webinar for you, right, to discuss about your needs. Okay, so thank you for your time, and keep safe. Hope we can see you in person next time. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Okay,
Thank you,
thank
Bob.
you. Bye.